I'm Ski Oakenfull and I'm a tutor at Point Blank. In my career I've worked with artists such as Joe Negro, Incognito and The Bays, and I've had releases on labels such as BBE, Sony and Ministry of Sound. My first memory of music, a bit of a blur really, because you just think of lots of kind of early memories, but I suppose it was my parents having this old kind of suitcase record player, which I think only played 7-inch singles. Yeah, just kind of finding that really. Don't think I even asked them if I could use it, and then finding a load of 7-inches as well. And just kind of playing through them and like being fascinated. I think I was like 4 or 5, just being fascinated with the whole process of being able to play music and be able to choose music. I remember that a lot of those records were just kind of like Beatles, Rolling Stones, The Seekers. It was just, I think I really kind of got a strong idea of melody from those records. So I think, yeah, that was my first memory. I started making music probably pretty soon after I started playing the piano, which was around 6. Just kind of making, you know, silly pieces on the piano. I come from quite a musical family, so both my uncles are musicians. One was a drummer, one's a bass player, and they lent me a 4-track. It was like a Yamaha MT44. I think this was like, maybe I was about 8 or 9, and I just used to mess around with that. I had a little kind of Yamaha Portasound keyboard as well, and just kind of like trying out sort of little ideas and recording them, recording my voice, maybe finding a kind of box and playing a beat. I kind of grew up in the 80s. It was like a lot of sort of electro pop music. People like Depeche Mode, Howard Jones, any band with a synthesizer basically. Then it kind of developed, got a bit, you know, my taste got a bit funkier, started getting into Level 42. And then kind of in the late 80s, I just got caught up in the whole dance music kind of boom with acid house and hip hop. But then at the same time, I was kind of into like ambient things as well, people like David Sylvian, Richie Sakamoto, Steve Reich as well. So yeah, a whole kind of host of influences really. What I love about teaching at Point Blank is I see myself and my sort of early career in a lot of the students. And I remember that time when I was starting out, you know, I think the biggest thing was lacking confidence, is sort of knowing when you do a tune if it's any good or not. And when I was starting out, there was no one I could really kind of, I was just feeling my way. I certainly didn't have anyone telling me that or not. It was just a case of kind of doing it and trying to sort of knock on people's doors and get yourself heard. And I think that what I love about teaching at Point Blank is that I can actually provide that sort of sounding board for students to, yeah, kind of give them confidence about what they're doing. And you know, that's a really sort of satisfying thing to be doing, you know, after spending like 20 odd years in the music business. I also love the fact that it keeps me on my toes. I'm constantly having to kind of research software updates, new bits of technology, new hardware, new techniques. It's also brilliant when you're teaching a course, you get lots of people, there's a lot of discussion going on in the forum, so you're constantly finding out about the students' interests, their musical interests, so you kind of turns you on to different types of music. So yeah, a whole host of things that I love about teaching at Point Blank. I think that everyone that works at Point Blank, a lot of people that are behind the scenes, are all making music themselves, so there's a genuine kind of passion and soul about the college. And I think that that comes out, you know, a lot of the promotion that we do through our videos, like Friday Forum Live, you know, I think that really comes through, that we are, you know, really passionate about what we're doing. We all want to take music in a forward direction. We're constantly kind of looking at what's going on, and I don't think there's anywhere else that's really doing that. And the fact that, you know, you can tap into the tutors at the college, in the physical college, you can also kind of do that online as well, so you really can be anywhere in the world, is a brilliant thing. Making music is very accessible now. You know, you basically just need a laptop and software, you know, anyone can do it. So increasingly there's like a bigger competition out there. And I think there's a danger that a lot of kind of music can sound the same. You know, there's a lot of sample libraries and Apple loops, and for me, I love melody, I love harmony, and I think the holy grail is basically to find originality in the music you're making. And for me, that is about learning more about theory studying about chords and melodies and vocals, and trying to sort of hone your skill to create your own sound. So for me, I think that's where I want electronic music to go. I'm hoping that's where it will go, and certainly with the course that I teach, the electronic music composition course, that's kind of what it's set up to do.